I love the smell of Armageddon in the morning. It's good to see everyone. We're going through a total collapse of the system, and we're going to understand and overstand what we're all living through right now. It's a total collapse of the system, but there's nothing to fear but fear itself, Light Warriors. There's nothing to fear. Everything's going to be A-okay. It's A-okay. So as you're coming on, if you're watching on the replay, I'm just giving everyone a few moments to get on. Please give the video a like. It helps others find this very important message. We're going through the total collapse of society. And we're just... Can you smell it? Can you smell it, Light Warriors? Can you smell the burning? This... the smoldering? It's Grand Rising. Armageddon in the morning. It's Armageddon in the rising. It's good to see everyone. And as you're coming in, please give the video a like. It's going to help others find this very important message. I'm all dressed up today, Light Warriors. I'm all ready for our very first crypto masterclass. I'm going to be going live immediately after this live stream. We got to learn about everything that's going on in the world right now, and how do we ride these waves, the waves of the apocalypse right now. So yeah, we're expanding consciousness. That's what this time period is all about. Yeah. Don't want to spill the coffee in the rising. Yeah, there's ripples and waves out there. You gotta ride the waves. So yeah, we're out here with the love. We got the flowers. The hibiscus is kind of closed up now. I don't know what's going on. I think it's resprouting. So we're going to understand and overstand how this entire system. Did you know there's a whole system that's designed against you? There's a system. They use this term. Ready? You ready? You might have heard this term. From cradle to grave. Do you know about this system? From cradle to grave. Let me know in the comments if you heard of this phrase before. From cradle to grave. And they held dominion over the people. Yeah. So we're going through Revelation right now. Oh, the Bible, it talked about had the book of Revelation, right? It wasn't the end of the world, right? The controllers of that. It's the end of the world. But it's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the system. So we're learning how to go forth to the new earth, how to make changes for our everyday life experience as common people, right? That's all we are. We're just common people. The meek shall inherit the earth. You ever hear that one, Light Warriors? So, yeah, take the time. As you're coming in, please give the video a like. It's time to get off the hamster wheel, Ronnie. You know, I'm all dressed up for our crypto masterclass. You might even say it's very prestigious. Right? We're all fancy today, right? So we have to think differently, and I'm reading, right? We have to think differently, and where we put our energy, right? The currency of the universe is our attention. And you might be new to this. You might have stumbled across this message. Attention is the real currency of the universe. Where are you paying attention? Oh, you didn't know. You pay attention. Yeah. You pay with your life force energy. And where are we paying our attention to? Where are we focusing our energy on? And where do we store our energy on? We're thinking differently now. So we've lived in a system. They use this term from cradle to grave. Cradle to grave. To the grave. And thanks. It's the power of positivity. Thank you. It's what it's about right now. It's the power of positivity as society collapses. But don't worry, light warriors. A new one is rising. Side by side, a dual reality right now. Some of you heard of the 3D to 5D timeline split. It's happening now. It's happening now. We have the flowers here today. We have nature with us today. And we're going to be breaking down this system today. And we have to understand and overstand where we're going in the future. So let's get this show on the road. And if you haven't done so already, please give the video a like. It's going to help others find this important message. You know, it all starts off, there's systems within systems. It's like Inception. You ever watch Inception, light warriors? Dreams within dreams. There's a lot of truth behind Inception. If you never watched Inception, you should check it out. Some of these Matrix movies, because of the law of free will, they're going to tell you some hidden truths in the movies. Yeah, Inception, dreams within dreams. Well, there's systems within systems, like the education system, right? And many of you are familiar with the education system. You know, the beast system was designed to break the family. Parents are too busy. They're beaten down. They're beaten down by the financial system. They have to pay their bills. They have to work. They don't have time. They have to drop their kids off to an indoctrination system called school, right? You know about school? And and now mothers and fathers don't have time for their children. And years ago, there was one parent that worked. Now both parents have to work. I shared the story. I used to talk with a former coworker of mine, and she's a little bit older than me. And I said, Kathleen, remember when just one parent worked? She said, yeah. She said, my father, and she was a little bit older than me. She said, my father, he worked and supported 5 children on one salary. Now you need 2 salaries. We have to ask the question: where did something change? There was a certain time period, and certain things changed, and now we're all being beaten down. The education system, an indoctrination mind control system that doesn't serve the greatest purpose of our children. You see, schooling. Some of the Indigo children are watching. I know. They're watching. School should be for the benefit of our children. Children should have fun in school. They should learn in school. But it's a fear-based system. A child's well-being should not be based on one day for an ELA exam. An entire year, the future of a child hinges on a test, on an ELA exam. And if they don't perform on this test, think of the stress that's under these children and the programming and what they have to go through. 144, keep it going, light warriors. I see it. 144. You know, think about what these is every child designed to sit in a chair all day long? This is mental health awareness. A society is judged by how they treat their most vulnerable. How do we treat our children? Can they speak up? They can't sit. Maybe they can't sit in the chair. It's not in their DNA to sit still all day long. Maybe they can't do it. We have to ask the question: what do they do to these children that can't sit in the chair all day long? Ask the question. Ask the question, why is there so much pressure and the kids are programmed in the subconscious mind? They have to do well on this test. You see, we're in Earth School. If you're new to this, Dolores Cannon spoke about Earth School. We're in school. Just by being alive, we don't have to go to the fake school. We don't have to go to the fake Matrix school. We're in Earth School, and we learn through our everyday life experience. And guess what? We learn, and sometimes we don't learn, and we have to repeat the lesson. There's not this pressure that's put on the children, and they live in fear. There's children that live in fear all day long. They don't even want to be there, but they're told, you must go. Yes. Yeah. You know, so it was a fear-based program, and we live in a fear-based society. Fear-based. There is punishments. There's repercussions if you don't perform a certain way. Society is based on that. So they go to this school and an indoctrination system where they get subconscious programs, and these subconscious programs go into our children, and now they go throughout their life carrying out fear. They have to perform on a test. They have to sit still and obey. Can't they come out in nature and play? Just a question. It starts in the education system. It's starting to fail. Children are getting pulled out. They're being saved. There's a change in, say, the health or medical system. People are starting to take responsibility for their own health. They said, oh, all of these matrix foods, you see commercials, all these foods that actually cause dis-ease. People are saying no more to fast food, no more to all these things. People are staying away from cigarettes and alcohol. In recent times, there's a light that shined like a lighthouse on cigarettes and commercials. But years ago, even when I was a kid, right, there was an effort to say, oh, it's cool, right? And you see the cowboys and the camels and all those things smoking cigarettes. And, you know, it's all about profit. And these companies would profit, and they would get children addicted to cigarettes. And then they'd have a customer for life. So at least we're seeing a change in that. We see commercials raising awareness that cigarettes are not good for us. Stay away from alcohol. We see it positioned, something that's so maybe poisonous for us, that is in TV shows. It's the cool thing to do. Why isn't like eating fruits and vegetables and drinking water, why isn't that the cool thing to do, right? So people, they don't want to take the drugs anymore because they don't want the side effects. You ever see those commercials? Possible side effects are blah, 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 right? They say them real quick. Possible side effects are blah, 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 blah. So people are exercising now, right? People are exercising. They're eating right, right? And they're staying away. You know, your health is not only you know, eating right. It's actually staying away from these things that pollute our body. So, you know, there's a whole shift in the paradigm right now. So we're staying away from all these things, and possible side effects are blah, 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 right? So it's a collapse. Total collapse. Political system. People are not taking it anymore. There's these creatures that they don't actually serve the greatest purpose for our people. And people are asking a question, aren't they supposed to serve us? It's a question. We're not bowing down to false idols anymore. And people are waking up saying, hey, this doesn't serve our greatest purpose anymore. So people are losing faith, and the system is collapsing on its own. And we're seeing these false idols fall. Lion's Mane, thank you very much. I appreciate you so much. We go back to earth medicine, spirit, mind, and body. Beautiful, beautiful. That's what we're going back to right now. We're getting the Triforce. I talked about the Triforce, the Legend of Zelda. Some of you know the Legend of Zelda, right? Physically, mentally, and spiritually. We have to be strong. It's World War III, son. Wake up. You have to have all aspects. You have to have a strong spiritual health as well. We have to have strong spiritual health. So we're seeing a revelation. Oh, these false idols, they're not working for us. They're not serving our greatest purpose anymore. So that's starting to fail as well. The financial system is failing. It's about to rapidly collapse, Light Warriors. And we're seeing things like the corrupt stock market fail. We're seeing things like fiat currency that's designed to make you fall fail. And many of you are already familiar with the corrupt stock market. You know, all of these examples back in the early 2000s, people remember Enron and all those corrupt stocks. And the common everyday life, man and woman lost so much money in the stock market because it was so inflated. And then it was, you know, it was like lies and all that stuff, right? And some of us, we don't even understand what's going on, right? A lot of common people, they say, oh, let's put our wealth, let's put our energy into these stocks. Meanwhile, it was an illusion, and good people, good working class people lost their money in the early 2000s. Remember Enron? If you're new to this, and you might be an indigo child, you might be new to this, research what happened back with the Enron and all these stocks. And if you're learning something new, please give the video a like. It's going to help others find this message. So there's a lot of changes, a lot of revelations happening right now. The fiat currency, right? That's just printed at any time, just more and more and more. And then over time, you can't even hold on to your currency because it's designed on purpose to get weaker. So you, as a working, like a lot of people, they say, you know what, I want to work. Maybe I want to work for, 2-3 years really hard. I want to save up, right? And put it away. And now I could just relax a little bit. Did you know, Light Warriors? Your life is not to work all day long. Oh, you didn't know this, Light Warriors? We're supposed to be with nature. Yeah, we're supposed to be in love and harmony and chilling out. Our bodies, our physical bodies, are not able to take stress 24 hours a day. There are many people listening to this message right now. I'm here to expand your consciousness. Understand and overstand that you are not supposed to be in fight or flight for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Keep working, and it drains your life force energy, your battery. So as the fiat gets weaker and weaker, some of us are experiencing this right now. You're actually losing money every day that passes. Did you know that? So what does that mean? When you are losing money every day that passes, that means you have to go back to work. Back to work. Back to work. Right? So sometimes we envision the slaves back in the day with the whip. Remember, they would whip and they would say, build the pyramids, right? Even though that wasn't real. Right? Remember they said that the people rolled the pyramids and the logs. Never mind. Remember the pyramid? We can't lift those blocks with modern day cranes. Yeah, you can't lift it. Yeah, who built the pyramids, Light Warriors? Wake up, wake up. I was so interested years ago when they, it's like a leak. It's like a leak. Ancient Aliens. Remember Ancient Aliens? You might have seen that show. Ancient Aliens. It's true. Yeah, it's true. So, we're actually, there's so much hidden technology. There's hidden technologies, Light Warriors. I think we should invest in these hidden technologies of Nikola Tesla. Yeah, and we have to ask the question, why aren't the technologies of Nikola Tesla, besides Wi-Fi, we're all familiar with Wi-Fi. If you're hearing the name Nikola Tesla and you never heard of the scientist, then we have to ask the question why. Ask the question why. We have to ask the question, why isn't there an amplifying antenna built in every major city? It's a question. Why isn't an amplifying antenna built in every major city? It gives free energy. Years ago, Nikola Tesla came with the plans. It was a J.P. Morgan, right? Filth, right? Filth. Corruption. And he was a beautiful scientist, right? Lightweaver 1111, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Love abundance and money flows easily and effortlessly to me and through me. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Yeah, everything's going to start flowing. It's flow versus force, and everything's starting to flow now. But when we go back to Nikola Tesla, right? Nikola Tesla. See, nothing has changed. We're just becoming aware of this. Once again, nothing has changed. We're just becoming aware of this. Many people know about the story of Nikola Tesla. and how he was beaten down for his humanitarian technologies. And he had the amplifying antenna. He said, we build this, we pull electricity free. Who wants free energy? Raise your hand in the chat if you want free energy. Who wants free energy? Nikola Tesla. And Tesla, he went to JP Morgan, and he had the amplifying antenna. And he said, where do you put the meters? Tesla said, what do you mean the meters? What do you mean the meters? And he said, how do we collect money from the people? So when we reflect on this story, just reflect on it, right? Reflect on it. Our society is 100 years behind because they suppressed Nikola Tesla. So we're learning about energy. We're learning about energy right now. We're learning about energy. We're learning about frequency. We're learning about vibration. I love you all, light warriors. And we're thinking different. The false idols, right? The false idols are falling by the minute, light warriors. The false idols are falling, and we're taking back our control. So all we need to do is ask the question. Everyone in this world can ask the question. Everyone, I used to teach this, right? Everyone in this world can be a scientist. And the first step to science, the first step to conducting a scientific experiment is ask the question. It all starts with the question. What's the first step of science? Ask the question. Say it with me. Write it in the chat, light warriors. Write it in the comments. What's the first step? Ask the question. Not ask the TV. TV. My TV told me. TV. Yeah, a lot of people love science. I love Tesla. And question the questions. Keep asking questions. You know, and even a lot of children, we go back, children, they feel like, right, when you get the guilt, remember the scale of consciousness, the guilt and the shame. And a lot of children are afraid to ask a question. And we're out here in the light of Christ here today. Is the light of Christ here. We're here to raise awareness, especially to our children. Don't be afraid. Don't be mocked and shamed to ask the question. Everyone can ask questions. Everyone can ask questions. The friends are out today. The friends are out. So question everything, because questioning everything is our birthright. So what are the questions we have about our education system, our health, our political, and our financial systems? We ask the question about this cradle to grave phrase. I don't get this. What's this cradle to grave phrase? I don't get it. You know, I think that the people are supposed to be free and sovereign beings, not controlled from cradle to grave. Consciousness is embedded in the language. What's the language that's used, light warriors? That's why in school we learn to spell, because we cast spells with the words. And some people might be tuning in. This might be new to you. Learning something new. Please give the video a like. It helps others find this very important message. We're here to take back our power. And the only person that could take back your power is you yourself. Right? So, think about all the, question everything, learn and expand your consciousness. What is education? What is health? What is political? What is financial? These are questions. And if you're just tuning in, take a look at the beginning of this message, And for those that are part of our Patreon community, I will be going on and starting our first ever crypto masterclass. Yeah, we have to learn about these things. And it's just an educational process because people ask questions. They say, what is crypto? And what was that? I think that was on NBC4 years ago. They said, I forget who said it. Right? I think Al Roker was there too. And they said, what is internet? Remember they said, what is internet? What is internet? Aren't we using the internet now in our everyday life? So these are just questions, and we're just learning. I says, wow, imagine if we knew about the internet before it really like became big. And I say, oh, what's this website over here, right? What is this all about? What is internet? Remember that question? What is internet? They said, they had the interview. What is internet? Some of you know this. They even did a commercial about it like not too long ago, right? So, you know, people have questions. You know, what is crypto? What is a cryptocurrency? What is a blockchain? These are questions. What is a blockchain? How does a blockchain protect us from corruption and hackers? These are important things, right? And we're just we weren't old enough back then, right? So we're learning all new things. So I'm very grateful for all the support. Links are in the description. Our Patreon link is in the description. If you haven't joined our group chats for 24-hour friends and family, it's the friends and family pass. Yeah, the friends and family. Join our Telegram. Join our Discord. We're hip with the kids now. Discord's getting big now. Yeah. It's not just about video games and stuff. A question I'm going to address in the crypto masterclass, you know, like think about Sony PlayStation, you know, and when Sony, you might not play Sony PlayStation. Remember when Sony PlayStation came out? But what if you could have invested, say, in Sony PlayStation when it very first came out? Might not play the Sony PlayStation. It's just a question. Just a question. We're learning. We're expanding human consciousness. How much does bread cost today? How much is bread going to cost in 2023? How much is bread going to cost in 2024? It's just a question. We have to ask questions, right? We have to ask the questions because questioning everything is our birthright. So I love you all. Keep asking questions. Share this link on all platforms. Please give the video a like. It's going to help others. And there's a lot of you hear the craziness? There's a lot of craziness in the world, but don't worry about what's going on out there. You know why. We cannot control what is around us. However, we can control from within. Be conscious of the total collapse of the system. Use this to raise your vibration and increase your electromagnetism. Life is so much better when we are all together. If you find this message inspiring, or know someone that could benefit from it, please share this message. Dear ones, I am Michael. Find us in the 5th dimension. Have a wonderful day living your everyday life. Don't be left behind. Expand your consciousness and learn where we're headed. We're going to the new Earth, Light Warriors. Want to get in the rocket ship? You want to get in the light ship? Where is my light ship? Bring me my ship. Right? Bring me my ship. Be easier to fly around, right? You know, I shared how airplanes are obsolete. People, what do you mean planes are obsolete, right? If we had the Tesla technology, we're 100 years behind right now. Let's get going. Let's get going. Let it out. Give it back to the people. Give the people free energy, right? And we need the people to flourish, right? Think about all the people around the world that are suffering. And think about how they could all benefit from the technologies of Nikola Tesla. And so it is. We're here to unveil them all. It's the unveiling. It's the revelation. It's the apocalypse. Oh, the apocalypse. But what does apocalypse mean? It means a great revealing. It's a great revealing. So I'm going to see you all. The link is to our Zoom meeting is posted on Patreon, and I will see you all in a few minutes, and we're going to break down, and we're going to learn. We're going to expand our consciousness. This is an educational tool. because we have to, you know, I said, well, what we all have to learn. We all have to learn, and then we become the teachers. You're the teacher of the new earth as well. We're the teachers of the new earth. I hope that this message was helpful for all of you. Have a great day. Namaste.